Now, what is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with a fun deck for you today, and today we're going back to mono white angels, and I'll explain why at the end of the video. But this is a build that we've done before, but we're trying a few new things with it. We're adding a few new cards and some old favorites that really make this deck sing. And the two cards that we're looking at are Holy Cow, which is an Ox Angel, flash and flying. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life and scry 1, as well as Archangel of Tithes. As long as it is untapped, creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. As long as it is attacking, creatures can't block unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. Those are some fun new cards that we have to add to this build, and of course we have some old favorites like Giada, Font of Hope. Nothing has rotated yet, so we're still going to use this young lady. Flying and Vigilance. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel you already control. Tap her to add 1 white mana, and this mana is only used to cast an angel spell. Now we're also going the lifelink route with Case of the Uneaten Feast. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. If you've gained more than 5 life, solve it, and when it's solved, we can sacrifice it. And creature cards in our graveyard gain, you may cast this card from your graveyard until the end of turn. We're also running Knight of Dawn's Light, the only non-angel in this build, but it has first strike. It is pumpable, meaning we can tap 1 and a white, and it gains +1/+1 each time we do it. But if we gain life, we would gain life +1 instead. So that is a really fun card to have in this build. We are running Guardian of Girapur. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 other target creature or artifact you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Metropolis Reformer, Flying and Vigilance. We have Hexproof, and when it is dealt damage, we gain that much life. Resplendent Angel, at the beginning of each end step, if you gained 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with Flying and Vigilance. For 3 and 3 white until end of turn. It gains +2/+2 and lifelink. We're running Archangel Elspeth because we can make angels with this, or we can buff up our angels even more. By plussing it, we create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. -2 puts 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, and it becomes an angel in addition to its other types and gains flying. And for -6, we can return permanent, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from a graveyard to the battlefield. Fun stuff there. Archangel of Wrath with kicker of either white and, I'm sorry, not white, black and or red. Flying and lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it deals 2 damage to any target, and if we kicked it again, it deals 2 damage to any other target. Sarah Paragon, running 2 of those. During each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains when this permanent is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Exile it and you gain 2 life. And Steel Seraph, we're running 2 of those. Beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains Flying, Vigilance, or Life Link. Okay. Now, as far as lands are concerned, the only cards we're really running that are different: Conduit Pylons. Enters the battlefield, we Surveil 1. We add 1 colorless mana to our mana pool, and also 2 for 1 and tap, we add 1 mana of any color, so we can kind of trigger the Archangel of Wrath. Sideboard, Surge of Salvation, Sunfall, White Sun's Twilight, because again, this is very much a post-rotation build for the most part, except for Giada. Alright, Final Showdown is a fun one. This has Spree. Creatures lose all abilities. If we add a mana, add another mana, choose a creature you control, and it gains indestructible. And for 3 and 2 mana plus a white mana, we destroy all creatures. Laurent's Escape, again with the indestructible and the hexproof. Requisition Raid, destroys artifacts, enchantments, buffs our creatures. And Family Reunion with creatures get +1/+1 till end of turn. Creatures you control get hexproof until end of turn. So this is our angelic life gain mono white angels build. If you like what you see, please like, please subscribe. If you are new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the angelic life gain mono white angels games, kids. We're against Kuka. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or Kauka, for our best of 1 matchup. Well, that is not a good keep there. This one's a little bit better, but I think we ditch the Elspeth and one of the plains. I think that's what we do. As much as I hate to throw away land. We do have the Giada option, or Giada, I don't know how you pronounce it. Oh, hey. Bushwhack. Alright, so there a full disclosure, I did a match before this, and it was very much this like Sultai sort of, this interesting little Sultai build. And, you know, Guardian of Girapur is interesting. Let's do this. Angel of Wrath. We're not Archangel. We're just gonna do that. Now we have a nice little lifelinker there. Yeah, what did you put down there? Oh, Outcaster Trailblazer, huh? Let's swing in. You can outrace them, I think, at this point. Ouch! That's fun. We have close to fatal damage on the battlefield at the moment. And if they cast that in... Yeah, okay. Made quick mincemeat of them. Let's go to the best of 3. We're against Flying Koalas for our best of 3 matchup. How interestingly ironic. We are studying Australia in my social studies class right now. Closing out the year. It's been very busy. Been very, very busy. Mono red. My neighborhood mono red. Don't need land, I don't need land, but this I'm gonna put in my hand. Alright. You could be against GRUUL again? Oh, Haja. Oh, is this that legendary build that they got going on here? That could be fun. Let's do the Resplendent Angel. See what do they do here? How entertaining is that? There we go. Alright. So let's see what they do. Oh, is this one of those? Yeah, they're gonna kill that. Yeah, there it is. Oof. Yeah, woof. Alright, Willie anyways. I do want to put this down simply because I want like a blocker. We'll see what happens. Yeah. You do know that that can trigger and you need to, like, let me pass the turn, right? I'm just trying to think of what else you can have that's a fight spell, that instant speed. It's like Master's Rebuke or something like that. Atsushi! Oh no! Atsushi! Let's do this. Well, let's try this. Put this down. It's like a legendary... It's like a legendary build here. Revise. Oh, it's a dragon's build. That's cute. I can get on board with that. No blocks. Ooh, Knight of Dawnslight is cool. Let's try this. Get me some angels. Get me some angels. Yeah, how cool is that? Gain some more life. Look at that. How fun is that? Okay. Zayatora the Incinerator. Oh no. That's no fun. Yeah, so they can really ramp into stuff. That's pretty brutal. That is brutal. I'll sack the Atsushi, just gain a ton of life. Or not life, resources. Because now they can basically cast whatever the heck they want to do. Yeah, yeah, you gotta take that out. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. But now, I can't really. We need another. Ask and ye shall receive. Let's put a little bit of pressure on him. Okay, well, that's part of that. We got a little too greedy there. Yeah, I'm going to say good game on that, simply because they've got the Zayatora and all the stuff there. So what we're going to do is this. Let's make some adjustments here. See, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I think we take out the Elspeth, and what we do here is we put in... Let's put in some Surge of Salvations. Let's take out a Guardian. Let's take out this, and let's put in some Sunfalls. Let's see how it happens. So it almost now becomes like a control-y type build. So we go against Flying Koalas. Hey, there we go. Not a well, Steel Seraph is not a bad keep either. We're gonna see how we do here, but when we're playing against some spot removal, that's never a good matchup for many of these decks. So let's see. Actually, let's do the Knight instead. Let's give them something to shoot at. And see what they do. Cut down. Yep, that's what we were looking for. And a forest. Okay, cool. So let's do the Steel Seraph just so it does not... just simply because we don't want it to... yeah, we have to go for the throat, is what I was getting at. Let's do an Angel. Let's do the Angel of the Resplendent kind. We'll gain a little bit of life, and they'll throw down Natsushi, and all will be good. Hey, how about that? The downside is we... I think we do this. I think... yeah, I think we do this. Here's what we do. We go to attack. We're going to give this lifelink. We're going to go kamikaze on this guy right here, okay? Because we'll gain life. The Holy Cow will come in. They get an Angel. They're like, what is this guy's deal? Oh, no, they just take it. Okay, well, here we go. Scry 1. Yeah, we'll take another land. There we go. Bone Horde Dracosaur. Yep, that is a big boy right there. It's a big boy. Big boy. Okay, so... Giada. It's an 8/8 flyer. Woo! Woo! Okay, well, this just got interesting now, didn't it? Do that. Oh, why'd I do that? Yeah, well, whatever. No attacks. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Oops. Okay, Luca. Interesting. My name is Luca. I live on the 2nd floor. I live upstairs from you. Remember that song?
Fight me.
Yeah, I'm going to take out my Giada and my Resplendent Angel. But that is mildly okay because we can still bring some stuff back. The big thing, though, is going to be the Guardian. They're going to have to get around that. Yep, those are the two. Okay, cool. They'll kill my Guardian of Girapur. Guarantee that. Oh, you don't have a go for the... Hey, check that out. Put this down. Yep, I had a feeling was coming. They were not going to mess around with that. I don't blame them. Yeah, this is a really interesting little ramp build. I'm going to say good game, and we're going to go to the post-game analysis. So, not really the night we were hoping for with this build. It, as you saw in the best of one, it really sang quite a bit because of the fact that we were able to dodge a lot of the spot removal and all that thing. But against a big ramp deck like the one we came across, that Jund ramp, which is starting to see a little bit of play these days, we just don't have the firepower unless we've got the Giada on the battlefield, and unfortunately a lot of the lifelink stuff really didn't come online, so it just happens every now and then. But you know, we have nights like this, and that's okay. But the big reason I put this deck out today was to honor my sister-in-law's mother, who passed away from after a courageous 10-year battle with cancer over Memorial Day weekend. She passed away and gained her wings, and this video is a dedication to her. So that was the main reason we put this video out tonight. Hopefully you guys got something from this. If you like what you saw, please like, please subscribe, and as always, our magic miscreants, may you always be on the play. May all your spells hit the battlefield. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.